Going to Osaka again. It has been a lot of travel today. Got up at 5:30 a.m. to get to the train station by 6:30 a.m. to take a 3-hour Shinkansen ride to get to Osaka by 9:30. Go to a car rental place that's on the 4th basement of a hotel to drive 2 hours to get here finally to Ise Jingu. I have been wanting to go here since before I came to Japan. I read about it in a book, I think. One of the coolest things about this shrine is that they rebuild it completely, pretty much exactly the same, side by side in an adjacent plot every 20 years. I've been wanting to see this for ages. Now obviously I'm not going to see the rebuilding because that's the next time is like 9 years in the future. Beyond this point, I cannot take any video. So just gotta really enjoy the video of this gate. I don't know if I've ever been this restricted before in what video I could take of a shrine, but there's not going to be a lot of video on this. The altar you pray at is just past the gate, so you're not allowed to go any farther than that, and you can't take any pictures or videos inside. I really thought you'd be able to see more of the inside. But Ise Jingu is so large, it's actually divided into several different sites. This is Ise Jingu Daigu. I had to dub that over because I can't remember. But here, right beside there, is this empty space. That is where they rebuild every 20 years. So they completely copy it down to the last scrap of wood and then tear that one down. And apparently the whole process takes about 17 years. Not the building, but planning and everything takes a long time. The actual building I think is about 3 years. And that's gonna be 9 years from now, and there's a huge festival that I would like to come out to. In fact, it is so huge that when it was done, like even sometime in the 1600s, millions of people came in the 1600s. I thought it was just the main building, but all of these little sub-shrines also have identical open plots next to them where they also get rebuilt. I have never seen this fine a control between the colors of stones laid out like that. That's actually kind of neat. So if you hadn't guessed it, I'm here on a Shobodan trip, one of our annual Shobodan trips to Osaka for the second time. I kind of wanted to go somewhere we hadn't been before, but this is somewhere I hadn't been before. Unlike previous years though, we have split up into 2 groups. 6 people went to Koyasan, which is a bunch of another famous area but for temples and stuff, and 3 of us came to Ise Jingu. I had debated going to Koyasan, but I talked to my wife and said if you could only go to one, Koya or Ise Jingu, which would you go to? And she had gone to both like about 2 years ago, and she said definitely Ise Jingu. And since this is a Shobodan trip, I show you this box. There are fire hoses in there. Hey, shrines can burn too. Gotta be prepared. The insects just suddenly got real loud. There are trails through the forest to some sub-shrines, which I definitely recommend taking, especially if you're here in the summer, because it is much cooler under the trees. Today the weather forecast said it was going to get up to 37 here in Ise Jingu, which that's Celsius, and if you only know Fahrenheit, look it up. And I could be more rude and say learn. I wondered why it was so wet and nice on the path, because there's a truck watering it down. Wetting it down? Yeah, wetting it down. Watering it down would be totally different. And of course, I brought my Goshuincho. But this is where it gets a little interesting. My wife brought my Goshuin when she came a couple years ago, so I have this 3 stamps actually, of places I have never been. Well, now I've been to one. I want to see if I can get them to just write today's date beside the already existing stamp. I don't know if they'll go for that or not. If not, I've got my second book from Izumo Taisha, and I'll get them to put the stamp in there. It seems they've never had anyone ask them to put a second date on an old stamp, and they just didn't seem to have a way to do that. They wouldn't go for it, so I got the second stamp in my new book. Until I finish filling up the first one, that book is my duplicates book, it seems. So we're finished at our first location, which was actually a pretty quick tour around, and we're going to go to the second, I don't know if to count first or second, but much larger location. It is every bit of 37 degrees out here. We parked a fair ways away from where we're going, but everything close is probably all filled up. We're going to the second and much larger location, Ise Jingu Daigu, if I've got that right. No, Daigu is where we were, Naiku is where we're going. I'll get it right eventually. Don't walk on the main road. Go one road over and you'll find this nice little shopping district kind of street with pretty much just foot traffic. And there are large shrines along the way to even larger shrine, I guess. And across the road from that large shrine there is another large shrine. Can't even see in that one. I did read that some of the shrines around here are closed to tourists completely and only open once a year to people who live around here. And that's just certain areas. There's a lot more on the Wikipedia page. Go read that. Link down below. Currently crossing a wooden bridge. This bridge is also rebuilt every 20 years, and I was wondering, how do they do it? The shrines, they have an open plot of land right beside. How do they do it with the bridge? I wondered, does that have something to do with it? I really don't know. Because they're early. Even if there wasn't a large, very important historical shrine here, the surrounding mountains are all beautiful. Not that I would travel like 6 hours to see mountains. One interesting thing about the torii I've seen here is that they just seem to be, except for the cut pieces, like the upright poles are just raw logs. They've been debarked, of course, but they haven't been cut or shaped in any other way. It is a bit of a hike. But once you get into the woods, it's a fair bit nicer. There are paths that go through the woods, apparently, that are hundreds of years old, that you're welcome to walk on, but I think we just don't have time for that today. Through the torii. Now that, anywhere else, would be a nice, big, beautiful shrine, and it is a nice, big, beautiful shrine, but it obviously isn't the main because there's nowhere to rebuild it beside. We continue forward. You will not find huge trees like that, or like this, anywhere except shrines and temples. Everything else was cut down for the war, so only the trees that were sacred enough to be kept are still around and enormous. Or the ones that couldn't be gotten to at all or easily or economically. So that's like one island. These trees are magnificent. And so generous with their cooling shade. Whew. Much needed today. Can't go any further that way, because I think here we hit the main shrine. The shrines at the two locations look almost identical, really. But I can't go over there to take a look at the open space because it's all roped off. Unfortunately, I can't see where they would build next time. Small, minor point. The big difference is that the shrine here is kind of built uphill on a hill, so you can see even less of the internal shrine looking from the fence where you're allowed to look over but not take a picture of. There's the wall of the big main shrine. That's what you tune into a video to see, the wall. But as we got in there, they were just at the end of a ceremony, actually. So some people were getting some kind of blessing done, really don't know. And the back wall. I thought it was like brick or concrete or something. It's all wood. That is all wood. And there's a small bit of a view of a building. Okay, at this sub-shrine I can finally see the open space where they'll rebuild, I can't speak, where they will rebuild it in 9 years. And then this becomes the down, no, the up, while the other will become the down. Although I don't think the stair directions are strictly enforced. I have no idea where it would be from, but I swear I just heard a rooster. One get loose maybe, living wild in the woods. Or I'm hearing things. And time for the ghost shooting again. This time I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to give him my second book. It's just easier. This place is beautiful, but not welcoming. I just got to take care of two collections at once. I got my Goshuincho, which is admittedly a duplicate, although the one I got just now is the day I've actually visited, but I also picked up a Nochoku, a sake cup, because they were selling them and it wasn't too expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than a lot of them I buy, but hey, it works. I like to have a sake cup from every prefecture I've been to if possible. I don't have all of them, but now I've got one from Mie. The requisite koi. That's a big, beautiful koi. Woo! More than one. If you're coming to Ise to see Ise Jingu, give yourself more than 2 hours. Much more. I didn't even notice the Starbucks on the way in. Very nicely hidden. One of the guys I'm with decided he really wants to eat udon from here because I guess it's really well known, and I really don't care. So the other two of us, me and the other guy, we're gonna go get the car because it looked like a long wait to get out of the parking lot. But then you get a call The first guy waiting for udon has the parking ticket, the little, you know, not parking ticket, but you know, the ticket to get into the parking lot. So I've actually hustled to get ahead while the other guy went back to get the thing, so I can take a quick side trip to a shrine I saw. Oh, I think it's worth it. That is a very different vibe for the hand wash place. I've never seen one quite that stickered. I really did not have much time here, just enough to get to go Shuincho. I think the second one was for this little nicely decorated side shrine, and to go pray at the main altar. And almost forget my sake cup I bought at Ise Jingu. Very kind shrine maiden ran it out to me, so I guess I still got it. Now we have another 2-hour drive back to Osaka. If I can find the 2 other Shobodan members in the car. This will be a very expensive side trip if I've got to find my own way back to Osaka. We made it back to Osaka. We're late, actually, because we got in the car. I got in the back. Figured they knew what they were doing. They were driving along. They entered the destination and then forgot to hit start on the navigator, and we were just driving along the highway. We ended up going kind of the wrong way. There were 3 different routes you could take, and we ended up going on one that was slightly longer. And I noticed quite a bit of the ways into the trip and said, hey, we're going the wrong way, or well, sort of the wrong way. We can go this way. It's a little bit longer. So it took us some extra time. Then trying to return the rental car, finding the way into the parking lot was a pain in the bad word, and had to circle the hotel twice. Finally found the way in, and then I went and left the ochoko I bought at Ise Jingu in the car, and I went up to the lobby and they called, thankfully, and I went right back down to the rental car, grabbed it, and so this time I delayed us a couple minutes. We're hungry. After walking around for far too long and making a few wrong turns, we eventually did find our hotel, checked in, stashed our stuff in our rooms, and headed down to the restaurant where everyone had already gone ahead of us, and dug in. Everything was amazing, except, you know, there were things I didn't like sashimi. I'm not a big fan. But I have said before that I would go back to Osaka just for the kushikatsu, the little katsus on a stick, and I really hold by that. They were the best part of the meal. And of course, if you go to Osaka, you have to have takoyaki. But this seemed to be like a deep fried takoyaki or something. It was amazing. I'd never had it before. Everything else, except for the stuff I don't like sashimi, was great. And so now I've been to Osaka twice. I've had the kushikatsu twice. I would still go back to Osaka just for the kushikatsu.
That is so good.
Back in the hotel, day 1 is finished. I am very tired. We had a great supper. Lots to drink. Tomorrow, not completely sure what we're going to do. We'll see. It's not much of a view from the hotel room, but it's also not the worst I've ever seen. We have a view of the 7-Eleven. Whoopie-doo. Good morning. It is our second day in Osaka, last day in Osaka too, after a wonderful buffet breakfast which included a small breakfast steak. Never had that before. We're on our way to a temple that was just right across the road from the hotel. Very convenient. Everyone else is still eating breakfast. I can already smell the incense. I wonder what these hooks are for. Kore, nan desu ka? Side view, but not the main entrance. We're still going around. It's 8 a.m. and it's already very hot, but it should only get up to 34 today, which is not as hot as the 37 it was in Ise yesterday. There we go. I have no idea what this temple is. Taiyuji, okay. Sometimes hard to tell from the kanji. Temple lamp, temple bell, temple car, and other statues. Why is it so sticky here? Maybe something from the tree? That really felt like a movie theater floor. Eesh. There are graves back there. They really pack a lot of stuff into a temple grounds. I didn't even notice that kind of towers building there was hiding. I guess in Osaka you gotta pack them in real tight. This is the founder of this branch of Buddhism. Well, the statue anyway. Just got my Goshuin stamped and got a great explanation, actually my first time, from the monk there. I just made the offhand comment that temple Goshuin are more interesting than the shrine Goshuin, and he told me that it's because the shrine, at shrines they consider the stamp to be placed by the god of the stamp, even though they're doing it physically. The god is doing it through them, I guess. So they're not allowed to write on top of the stamp generally, or they feel that they shouldn't because that stamp is placed by their kami of the shrine, and they don't feel the same way about that at temples. But I think also the stamp designs are more interesting at temples. And there's this beautiful grotto in here. I said, "Can't wait to take a video of there." He said, "No, please do." So it's gorgeous in here. And a bamboo pipe leads into this fantastic little grotto. Really, the only reason we came here was because it was convenient right across from our hotel. But I'm so glad we came. This place is fantastic. This is the very kind man who told me about the shrine stamps and stuff. And he just subscribed to me on YouTube. Arigatou gozaimasu. That's probably the first time I ever got a new subscriber while in the middle of making a video. Like, actively. If you stop into one of these temples or shrines, talk to the people who are there. They can be very interesting, as long as, one of you can speak the other's language. That's our room right there. It's the only one with the curtain open. Okay, we're checked out of the hotel, got all our stuff. We're going down to Osaka Station to stash our luggage in a big locker, and then just like free time disperse, go around Osaka wherever anybody wants to, and I have no idea what we're gonna do. I have never seen that kind of rope system anywhere else. This is the first I've ever seen it. When the train comes in, that whole thing raises way up in the air. It looks so flimsy. We decided to come up to I can't say it. Tenkaku. Thank you. Yeah. I can't say it. Tsutenkaku. Oh my god, why is it so hard to say today? I said it just 5 minutes ago. We've been here before. Last time we came to Osaka, we came here, but it was so busy we decided not to go up the tower. I'm hoping this time we go up the tower. There's a bunch of these archery games, shuriken games, shooting games. They're all very expensive. One thing I didn't know last time, this place is right beside a zoo, which doesn't appear to be open yet. It's already 10 o'clock. But also, the restaurants around here have those fantastic signs, which I showed a bunch last time. But I'm still gonna take pictures. Oh, cool. Now that's good sushi. Same knife store. People went in again. I'm gonna go in. If I ever get stupid rich, I'm coming back and buying something like that. Or, anything. This place is amazing. If you are serious about, chivalry, I don't know if that's a word, but come to Tower Knives. Definitely a place to come if you're around Osaka. I just had to walk back and get a little bit of footage to pop in the video because they were so nice there. This time it looks like we are going up the tower, and it looks like there's a slide down maybe from some part. If that's a slide down, I gotta do that. Absolutely gotta do that. Apparently there's a bungee jump on this tower, and it's like 3,000 yen, and the guy would be like 1,000 each to do it. So I'm gonna do this bungee jump. So I just jumped from right there. I think that one, there's 4 of them, I think that's the one. First, you go walk around the outside edge of that square part of the tower the whole way around. Then you go there, or on the other 4 sides, and you jump. I thought it was a bungee jump. It's not. Like, you're not waiting. Oh, there, someone's about to go. Or not going. She may have chickened out. Oh, wait, trying. So that's what I did, and unfortunately I could not take any video of me doing it, but I do have pictures, because 4 pictures are included in the price. They got stationary cameras, you flash a little QR code, you get a countdown, pose for the camera, and I got these pictures. I was wrong! The 4th one wasn't a picture, it was a video of the jump! That's going in the video. They said it's fine to use them, so yes, no copyright problems or anything. Yes! I still haven't gone up to the top, but I did the walk around and jump, and it only cost me 1,000 yen because 2 other guys shelled 1,000 yen each to get me to do it. I was thinking of paying for it the whole thing myself, so bonus. Okay, we have found some more cool. I've never seen this before. I think this is like precursor to pachinko? I don't know. Gambare, gambare. Then. Ramen. So close. I have to try, of course, but maybe only once. I got it. Okay, I'm just gonna play. I want to concentrate on my playing. Holy crap, he's an addict. Oh my god. 何円いるか ?100 円。嘘。なんでこんなにいっぱい出てる？磁石。どう？ダメ？お、5円。5入った。5円できた。5入った。そうそう。Okay. It really is like pachinko. I'm gonna try one more time on a different machine. So we got spaceships, so that should be good, right? Right? Probably not. Okay. Of course I had the camera off. I just got a whole bunch, a reload. Like, not being careful. Just shooting. The spaceship opened up and I got one in it. There we go! No one's watching. I don't know what I'm doing right. It's working. I think to collect a prize, you have to take the balls over. So I got some, but who cares? That was fun. I'm done. I think this really is the precursor to pachinko. It uses glass balls and like a pinball plunger. It's fun, but you can really blow some money quick. Apparently this store is actually famous. I've never heard of it, but then what do I know? Sure. Are you doing good? I did it. Oh, nice. Oh. He's still going off of 100 yen. Okay, one more. I got it. Oh, you can see the workings in the back. That's cool. I wonder how hard it is to maintain these old machines. You'd have to have like special knowledge of the workings. So it looks like this store has been here for like 45 years and it is famous. Smart boru. But I guess it's technically gambling, so no one under 18. Looks like we're finished in this area and going over to Dotonburi, which is a famous street, which I've been to before. I don't know where we're going there again, but whatever, I'm having fun. Kobe beef ramen. I've never had Kobe beef, that's tempting. Normally I wouldn't include a Holiday Inn in my video, but what the heck is with all the metal they stuck on the outside of the building? I'm sure there's an architectural reason for it, but looks weird. Cool billboard. Okay, I didn't notice that there is a big, it's not really a Ferris wheel because the track is not circular, but it's also not moving. If it runs, I'd kind of like to get on it, I guess. Maybe. I wouldn't be opposed. I think we're going somewhere for lunch. Ibis Bush, Ibis Bridge, I guess it's famous? And again we come to the famous Glico sign. I mean, what a triumph of advertising that people want to take a picture with this company's sign. Last time I was here at Dotonbori, it was nighttime, and it's much more active in the day and hotter in the day, especially because we were here like in winter last time and it's summer now, so that's a big difference. Lunch was, in a word, fantastic, with okonomiyaki, yakisoba, and of course, because this is Osaka, takoyaki. Apparently we're going to some kind of department store that has very unique omiyage presents. There are so many arcades in Osaka. That was a bit of a waste of time to me. I'm just going to buy my omiyage at the station when I get back there. I've decided to set off on my own because the person I usually go walking with, his feet hurt. He already went back to the Shinkansen station. I'm heading back to a shrine we passed along the way. I want to see it. I'm just going to see what I can see in Osaka, and I got about 2 hours. From now, this is kind of wander Osaka. If I had a little more time, I might actually walk all the way back to the station, but it's like almost 9 kilometers, and in this heat, maybe not the best of ideas. So since this part of the video is wander Osaka, I'm just going to not just look at temples and shrines, but I just happened to find a temple. It's not on the map, so I don't know what this place is. I don't know what this place is, but there's a big old wooden Buddha behind me in that building there. Well, not old, but big. I'm glad I came. That big Buddha is very new, like beginning of this year new. That's cool to see because not a lot of people have seen it yet, I guess. Jeez, it was right here. I should have known. It's right there. Tojiji. People always go to the famous places, but I do like walking around and randomly going to things I see. Wandering is fun. Now that's the new Buddha, the poster, I guess. And I don't know if the guys made it or not. Well, there's something looking very temple-ish across the road there. Split in two. I hope that person's okay. Split into 2 different sections, but I don't think I'm gonna try and make my way over there. It's a really big road. I'm heading for the shrine next. So maybe is that ambulance. There's the back of the shrine. I thought it might come in the back entrance, but I don't see one. So, or maybe the side entrance somewhere. Okay, side entrance. There we go. Ooh, this place might be even bigger than I thought. This place might be even bigger than I thought. Can't speak. I blame the heat. I would prefer to go around and come through the front and make my way in properly, but it's really hot. I don't have enough time. It looks like this is a pretty big place, actually, but no one cuts the grass. That's unusual. Bunch of the small sub-shrine-ish things. Well, yeah, this is a shrine, not a temple. A whole bunch. I wonder where the main shrine is. Nice pond. Makes me want to swim. Oh my god! They're protecting their koi. Wow. Oh. Google tells me this is Kitamuki Hachimangu. And this is, okay, a dead end. There's a bunch of small shrines here. I'm obviously not going to pray all of them, but this is pretty cool, but there's no way out of here. So I'm lost. I just got here and I'm already lost. I guess I have to go back around this way. No, I'm wrong. This torii that I thought didn't go anywhere does. The shrine is much more overgrown than anyone I've seen before. I would like a Goshu Incho stamp, but I wonder if there is one here. This place this big must have one. Gonna need some more water soon. No, it was a side entrance, but the main entrance, which I thought was on that, over that way, is that way. It's not that way, it's that way. Right over there. Well, I'm gonna have to walk out that way this time. Looks like you're preparing for a summer festival. Pretty big preparations. The Ikutama Matsuri. So definitely go if you're in and around Osaka. I will not be going, because I'm going home in a few hours. There, read that very quickly in Japanese or run it through Google Translate or something. That's the festival. This place has a long name and one of the coolest Goshu Incho stamps I've gotten yet. That dragon is gorgeous. It's because it's the year of the dragon. They change their stamp every year. Some places I've been have a monthly stamp. They want you to come back a lot. But this place does the stamp of the year. That is so cool. Oh, I never did my hand wash thing. Oh well. So even though I didn't enter through the main gate, I did have to leave through it. Because that's a really cool straw ring they've made. And it's terribly backlit. One really good thing I'll say for Osaka, a lot of the vending machines are only 100 yen. That's really good, especially in this kind of heat. Normally in Fukuoka you find them like 160 yen, 180 yen. And I just found 80 yen water in this one. Oh well, I'm not having water this time. Energy time. Never heard of it before. Don't know who makes it, but it's good. So there's your little Sweet Tooth Thursday corner inside my Wander Osaka. Getting it all in. I have no idea who makes this. Don't know, don't care, tastes good. Time to start wandering towards the station. Sorry, my mind blanked. Need more of this. A walking overpass or underpass is really the only way to get across a street like this. Even the Kyushu Expressway isn't this wide. 4 lanes and 4 lanes, plus an expressway ramp here right above me. My honest opinion of Osaka is fun to visit, sucks to drive in, great food, still wouldn't want to live here though. Not a famous landmark of Osaka, but there is this cool old grinder in front of a coffee shop that I don't know if it's even still open or not. But they keep the windows closed with handcuffs. That's why wandering's fun. I found a fairly attractive bridge that happens to be under a fairly unattractive. I guess an expressway doesn't really count as a bridge. Honestly, my walk right now is not being very successful. All I'm finding is apartment buildings and vending machines. And a lot of hot. Okay, I found a place. It says Cat Spa and Cat Yoka. It's a cat cafe, but I don't feel like paying 1,500 yen for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I got enough pets at home. I can cuddle them for free anytime I want. Plus, you know, the price of food and bedding and toys and whatnot. Let's laundry! In case you are incapable of doing it yourself. Okay, I admit, I cheated. I stopped wandering, it's too hot. Got in the subway because, well, I spotted somewhere I thought I'd like to go. And it would take way too long to walk here. Osaka Tenmangu. I mean, that's gotta be an important Osaka shrine, right? Osaka's in the name. Once again, I think I found the side entrance. I love when they preserve the roof decoration pottery. I can't get any farther back to try and get all of the shrine, more of the shrine in view, because there's a tent I'm under. Probably more festival preparation. Oh, I didn't go on the side of the shrine. I went in the back. There's the front. And there's a crane. They take their festival preparation serious. Okay, don't block the shot. I saw this on a website and I had to look. This is like up in the top of the gate. Right under, or right behind the rope. There. Now I'm going in the right gate. And there's that stuff again. And these must be all the local sake makers' barrels. Like the bridge to some other room. One problem. This is... Oh, I just cleared it. I thought it was head knocker level. Oh, I just cleared. It's all beautiful. Every corner. Well, the construction garbage, not as much. And of course, it's time to try for my Goshuincho. Only one more stamp, and I've finished my first book. I think this bowl is something special to the shrine because some of the wish platter things that people were writing on had this on it. Sub-shrine, secondary entrance, parking building. Okay. One last little bit of shrinery here at Osaka Tenmangu. And honestly, I'm almost out of energy. But it's only just after 4 o'clock. And the train doesn't leave until 6:20. We're all meeting up at 5:30, so I still got some time to kill. I'm pretty sure I've walked farther than anyone else today. In my group, I'm sure people in the world who have walked much farther than me, and even people in this city who have walked much farther than me today.
Okay, that was a surprise. This is actually a store of things that people have lost on the trains.
I wasn't expecting that. It actually made me laugh.
I think I should continue on to the next arcade. Body Mall.
I wouldn't mind a new body. You know, 25 to 30 years younger and 15 kilograms lighter.
With the number of torii that got up on the roof there's got to be some shrine along here somewhere. And now we switch from red torii crossing the road to blue torii. And that's different.
Now I'm really kind of hoping there's a blue shrine around here somewhere. Not expecting it though, just hoping.
And now kind of a cyan, I guess. Oh, and I can see more of an olive farther in the distance.
An independent bookstore. I don't see them often. I'm going in even though I'm sure there's nothing for me in there. I did not think there would be anything in there for me, but there was a minuscule English section, and so I got myself an Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan, or 2-in-1 Tarzan books for 300 yen. I've never read them. I've been wanting to read some of the old Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff. Actually, I kind of want to read the Mars series. Hey, for 300 yen, thought I'd grab it and maybe start reading on the train on the way home. And another bookstore. I don't know if that has the same amount of history or not though. That one I just bought this from, it was established in 1907. And another bookstore. I must have found the book district.
Hoodie and lantern. Still can't find a shrine.
I think I've found enough shrines and temples this trip, really. Although if I stumble across another, I'm not going to say no to it.
Looks like the arcade continues for quite some ways that way, but
I'm going this way to a train station. I think it's time to head back.
Currently I found my way to the Ogimachi Museum Cube.
I do not know what a museum cube is. Take a look. Nah, never mind. I haven't got the energy for it.
That's something I haven't seen in Osaka much, except for Osaka Castle, is a wide open space, so this one's a park. That's good. People need parks. People need more parks.
Parks upon parks upon parks. Or, you know, a couple anyway. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm getting really tired. Believe me, I am hydrating. It's not heat stroke causing delusions. It's just my own brain. We've actually got a really good wind going here today, so if you're in the shade, it's not so bad. If you're in the sun, it's blistering hot. Another convenience store upon convenience store upon convenience stores around here. I can see 1, 2, 3, all in the immediate area. Okay, this was completely accidentally. I have just walked past the hotel we stayed in last night and the shrine we went to first thing in the morning, me and Shunji. I almost want to go back one more time, but I really gotta keep going. I am absolutely worn out. I have drank I don't know how many liters of water today. I got a 2-liter bottle in my bag that I just chugged a liter of in one shot. I got some omiyage for my family. Other than that, it's just time to sit down on the train and go home. Sorry, I was off camera there. My arm is tired. I had hoped to finish with a shot of the train pulling into the station with a slow fade out, but it was not to be because it's already here. So I will just say, I'm Mark Visser, aka Sparkuus. Leave any questions or comments you have down below. I said questions already. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in Patreon in the description. My brain is fried. I'm pretty sure I got a pretty nasty sunburn too. So definitely join Patreon so I can afford aloe cream for my sunburn. Sunburn? Skin and sunburn makes it sunburn. This is the longest outro ever. And I'm not cutting any of it. So I hope to see you back here for another I Live in Japan very soon. It'll probably be shorter than this one.
Here, watch out of the train pull in.